Thumbelina.
拇指姑娘。
Once a woman wished to have a child.
从前有一位夫人，希望能有一个孩子。
She went to a fairy and said, I wish to have a child.
她去向仙女求助，她说：“我希望能有一个孩子。”
The fairy gave her a special barley corn and told her to grow it.
仙女给了她一个特别的大麦粒儿，并告诉她把它种下去。
The woman took the seed and went home.
夫人拿着种子回了家，
She planted the seed in a flower pot.
她把种子种在一个花盆里。
The seed immediately grew up into a beautiful flower.
种子很快长出了一个漂亮的花朵。
A graceful little maiden was sitting in the flower.
一个优雅的少女坐在花里，
She was half as long as a thumb. So they gave her the name Thumbelina, or Tiny.
她只有半个拇指长，所以人们给她起了一个名字，叫拇指姑娘，或者小不点儿。
At night, she slept in a walnut shell, and during the day, she played on the table.
夜里，她睡在一个坚果的壳里；白天，她在桌子上玩耍。
She could also sing soft and sweet songs.
她还可以唱出温柔又甜蜜的歌。
One night, however, an ugly toad saw Tiny and took her away.
然而一天晚上，一只丑陋的蛤蟆看到了拇指姑娘，并把她带走了。
The toad kept her in a water lily in a stream, so that she wouldn't be able to run away.
癞蛤蟆把它放在小溪里的一个荷叶上，这样它就不能逃跑了。
You'll be the wife of my son, said the old toad.
你将会成为我儿子的妻子，老蛤蟆说。
Tiny cried sadly.
拇指姑娘伤心地哭了，
She did not want to marry an ugly toad.
她不想嫁给一只丑陋的癞蛤蟆。
Some fish in the stream saw what was happening.
小溪里的一些鱼看到了发生的事情，
They did not want this beautiful girl marry an ugly toad either.
他们也不希望这个漂亮的女孩子嫁给丑陋的癞蛤蟆。
They cut the stalk, and Tiny floated down the stream on the leaf.
他们咬断了荷叶的茎，拇指姑娘就在叶子上沿着小溪飘起来。
Tiny floated farther and farther.
拇指姑娘越飘越远。
A large cockchafer saw beautiful Tiny and seized her to a tree.
一个大金龟子看到了她，并把她抓到了一棵树上。
However, other cockchafers didn't like her.
然而其他的金龟子不喜欢她，
They thought she looked strange.
他们觉得她看上去太奇怪了，
So they let her go.
于是他们把她放走了。
Tiny lived in the forest through the summer.
拇指姑娘在森林里度过了整个夏天。
She used grass blades to weave herself a bed.
她用草叶给自己编了一张床。
She sucked honey and dew from the flowers and leaves.
她吮吸花蜜和叶子上的露水。
Winter came.
冬天来了。
She felt very cold and hungry.
她感觉非常的冷和饿。
She had no place to stay.
她没有住的地方。
At last, she came to the door of a field mouse and asked for some food.
最后，她来到一个田鼠的门前，并祈求一些食物。
The old field mouse gave her some food and allowed her to stay till spring.
老田鼠给了她一些吃的，并让她在家里待到春天。
But in exchange, she should tell stories to the mouse.
但是作为交换，她要讲故事给田鼠听。
One day, Tiny found a swallow lying in an underground passage.
一天，拇指姑娘发现一只燕子躺在一个地洞里。
The swallow was still alive, but he was very weak.
燕子还活着，但是它非常的虚弱。
Although frightened, Tiny decided to take care of the bird.
尽管有些害怕，她决定照料燕子。
She brought food and water and used hay to make the bird warm.
她带来了食物和水，用干草给它取暖。
When spring came, the swallow got well again.
到春天到来的时候，燕子康复了。
The field mouse had a neighbor.
田鼠有一个邻居，
The neighbor was a blind mole, and he wanted Tiny to marry him.
邻居是一个瞎子鼹鼠，他要拇指姑娘嫁给他。
Tiny did not want to marry a mole and live in the dark underground. She told the swallow about this.
拇指姑娘不想嫁给鼹鼠，住在地下。她告诉了燕子这件事。
The swallow said, "Go with me and fly away from the ugly mole."
燕子说：“和我一起飞走吧，离开那个丑鼹鼠。”
Tiny agreed.
拇指姑娘答应了。
Tiny sat on the back of the bird and they set off.
拇指姑娘坐在燕子的背上，然后他们就出发了。
At length they reached the warm countries.
最后，他们来到了温暖的国度。
There the sun shone brightly and the sky looked higher.
那儿太阳闪着光芒，天空看起来比别处更高。
They came to a blue lake, and the swallow took her to a large white flower.
他们来的一个蔚蓝的湖旁，燕子把它带到一朵白色的鲜花上面。
There she saw a handsome little man.
在那儿，她看到了一个英俊的小人儿。
He had a gold crown on his head and delicate wings at his shoulders.
他头上戴着一个金冠，并且有一双精美的翅膀长在肩上。
He was the king of the angels of the flower.
他是花仙子的国王。
They fell in love with each other at their first look.
他们一见钟情。
The flower angels held a ceremonious wedding.
花仙子们举办了一个隆重的婚礼。
Tiny received a pair of beautiful wings, and she could fly like the others.
拇指姑娘收到了一对漂亮的翅膀，作为礼物，她也可以像其他的花仙子一样飞了。
Farewell, farewell, said the swallow.
再见啦，再见啦，燕子说。
He left the warm countries to fly back into Denmark.
他离开了温暖的国度，飞回了丹麦。
There he had a nest over the window of a house.
那里他在一个窗子上筑了一个巢。
The swallow sang, "Tweet, tweet," and from his song came this moving story.
这个动人的故事正是来自他唱的歌。